Oof, that booming noise.
Deli, because I know it's a pint of beer.
Welcome to Our 7-Year Itch.
The podcast that is definitely not relationship advice.
Well,
that went well. After 5 times.
Well, yeah. Well, they're only going to hear one version of it, aren't they?
Okay. Yeah.
This morning was a bit depressing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. But wait a second. I think I need to start with a little disclosure so everyone can sleep tonight.
Okay.
So people, we managed to record one fucking episode. We did it. We did it. And the best part is I didn't have to drink and get drunk and suffer on Monday in the office. So I think that was a very good outcome of Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't take away from the fact that this morning was pretty damn depressing.
It was miserable. And you know what? I never thought I was going to say this or that this actually, like what happened this morning was ever going to happen after my first experience in 2017. But it did. And yeah, I cannot tell you how sad I still am.
Yeah. Open up YouTube. The first video that comes up on my feed is a live stream of people going into Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Yay.
The countdown.
I didn't see the countdown. Did you see the countdown?
I saw it. So as I was opening my laptop to start work, I opened Instagram at the same time and I saw the video and I thought, shit. So this is the embarrassing part of it. I actually cried a bit because it was like two things. It was the emotion of, I was very emotional because I wasn't there. I was like, fucking hell, how did it happen? How we are not there? How are we not there? And then the second part was, why am I fucking working today? I should be calling off, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calling off sick because you didn't, phoning in sick because you didn't get Glastonbury tickets.
I think it's a really good reason, like I am depressed. I cannot work. I cannot function today. I shouldn't. Yeah. I should be in bed.
Yeah.
It's a really bad thing.
I cheered myself up a little bit.
How?
So as you're watching the stream, you can see people coming in. And I was just...
I know.
I was just looking at some of the trolleys.
And you were thinking,
yeah, that's going to break.
You little fucker. Yeah.
That's going to break.
Yeah.
That's going to break.
Yes.
You're going to be exhausted. Like there was someone went past full on with the 23 kilogram suitcase with little wheels. I thought,
yeah.
How have you even got it how have you even got it to the gate?
I don't know. People are just like, it is not that difficult. If you're going to do something, whatever it is, for the first time, you get informed before doing it, right?
Yeah, just Google it.
Google it, go to YouTube. They're
listen to a bloody Glastonbury podcast episode from someone.
Yeah, exactly. There are like hundreds of videos on YouTube, and then
probably thousands.
So many people that have been there before. Even on Instagram, you can connect with someone, and just don't be the stupid person walking in with a weak trolley that is gonna just get.
Yeah, and you know what it reminds me of? When we've been, obviously for many years we've been going, but it reminds me of when we are driving some of the roads in Mexico that we've driven down where we've been going to places. And I always thought this was something that only happened in movies, but like the skeletons of dead cattle with the horns.
Oh my God! No, you don't.
Some of those trolleys.
Don't Hollywood. Don't do a Hollywood on Glastonbury.
No, but I'm saying some of the dead trolleys reminded me of the carcasses that you see.
Oh my God! You don't see that in Mexico.
I'm trying to create some amazing visual imagery here.
Yeah, but it's not working.
Oh
no!
What I definitely saw, blanched out skeletons of cattle that had died by the roadside.
But this morning you saw into the future. You saw into the future. Yeah.
In Mexico.
Yeah. But you know what? Like
it's a thing. I saw it. We were driving along a road, and there was that thing. Like I say, the bones of the dead cattle.
No, you're just making it up.
I'm not making it up.
Just All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That happened in Mexico.
Oh my God. That's why I was saying it sounds like something from a movie. Because
I think you watch a movie and then you are thinking that it happened in one of our trips to Mexico, but it didn't.
Well, you ruined it now.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was quite a good image.
No, but I'm not going to let you do that to Mexico.
Well, forget Mexico then. I'll just pretend it was
Stop
somewhere
it.
else.
No. So, okay, fine. So the
Anyway,
trolleys.
carcasses, dead.
Yes.
The trolleys to me look like dead carcasses by the roadside.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Some of them didn't just like dead. I mean, some of them looked like they'd actually been run over as well.
And that people, just imagine all of them like exhausted after hours of queuing and traveling and stuff. I hope you are regretting your decisions now.
I mean, they're making memories.
Yeah, but I hope there are bad memories. And that is me, people. That is me being nice.
Wow.
No, but like in all seriousness, like back in 2017 when I went there for the first time, when we left the premises on a Monday morning, I told myself, Mirtha, don't do this to yourself ever again. Just don't do it. You know, you have to remember all the bad beats. Because to be fair, there were like so many good ones, but the bad ones were so big that I thought, in the future, you need to remember these bad ones so you don't make the same mistake. Just don't come back.
That sounds a lot like childbirth.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same shit. But, you know, like probably in childbirth, you have like loads of hormones helping you to lose your memory. Whereas in Glastonbury, I probably had just like loads of fun and music and probably alcohol and lack of water and
Yeah.
just those like erase my memory.
So then you went back the next year?
But it was not the next year. It was 2 years after.
Was it?
So I was there in 2017 and then 2019.
Yeah.
And
So
then
there was a couple of
2023 and 2024.
Must have been a fallow year.
Yeah, it was.
And then
2018
COVID
was.
years.
Yeah.
And then we didn't bother going for the 50th.
Yeah, because
It was a conscious decision, I think. We just thought, you know what?
it was a transition period because the 2 first times we went there, we were camping. And that was a horrible experience for me because I always got cold at night and very hot during the day and I couldn't just rest during the day. So it was like accumulation. By the 3rd day, so Saturday morning, I was completely ruined.
There's no escape. If you're camping, there is no escape.
Exactly. So
And you can't go to the tent and lie down and cool down either.
Yeah,
you go back to the tent, it's hotter.
Yeah. It's horrible. All your drinks are hot.
Yeah.
That's the most important. Like everything was so bad, you know, when we were camping. So that's why we didn't get tickets for the 50th because I thought, you know what, fuck it. I cannot survive another one in these conditions.
But even myself, I mean, I found after 2019, I don't know, something happened at 2019 that just really killed me. I think there was a lot of, I'm going to sound really old now.
Yeah, I know.
There was a lot of youngsters who were just so wasted and it just felt awful.
Yeah.
It was just awful.
I think some stuff happened. I can't remember, but like it like we felt like quite like a bit of episodes of aggression from people or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like that time we said, you know what, like let's just take a break next year. We didn't get tickets. But then
consciously chose not to.
Yeah. COVID happened and, you know, like, all the shit that we know. So we ended up going back in 2023. It took us 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. But that time, we did it completely different because we rented a van.
Yeah.
And that made all the difference, people.
Oh my God.
Seriously, you may think, it's going to be boring. We're going to be with the families and the old people. Yeah, that's where you want to be. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. You go back to the van and it's like being in a sanctuary.
It is, because you get such a huge beach and you can have your gazebo.
What did you just say?
The beach? No.
This is Mirtha's word of the week.
Oh God, what did I do? So what is the correct word? Say.
Pitch.
How do you spell it?
P-I-T-C-H.
I said that. I said pitch.
I think if
I said pitch. What?
if you want it back, I think you'll find that's not what you're saying.
I said pitch.
Yeah.
No, because in my no. Seriously, in my head is so you said it's P-I-T-C-H.
P.
P-I.
Yeah.
Yeah, pitch. I'm saying pitch. What the fuck?
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think? Okay, anyway. So you get a big one of those.
A big what?
A big one of those.
Say that.
I'm not gonna say it. Oh, okay. All right. So whatever.
And it was, I would say, I think it was like 8 meters by 8 meters.
I don't know, but it's massive.
Maybe even bigger.
You get the van, and then you have like a space next to it to put a gazebo.
All those things that they tell you that you're not allowed to take, we had all of them.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to take them. So we had a gazebo. We had 2 windbreakers.
Oh, yeah.
We had our own
shower,
toilet
back.
room.
Oh, yeah.
Table and chairs. Put little fairy lights around everywhere. And it was just serene.
Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely.
Absolutely serene.
Because also, you get access to the site on from Tuesday.
Yeah.
So all Tuesday, you are just camping.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You don't have to queue. Like there's no traffic. It is just lovely. You get in, you set up your stuff.
Yeah, you turn up on Tuesday morning and just drive straight in.
Yeah.
And they just put you in this space and you're like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. And then at probably like, what time? Like 7 p.m. is where when everyone gathers up the hill.
And that band that plays over, we'll have to put their name in the link.
Yeah.
In the links.
Apparently they're always there.
And you watch the sunset.
Yeah.
It's lovely. But the main thing is that obviously you've got this home base that you can go back to.
Yeah.
And like if you're feeling too hot or too what's the word? Overstimulated.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It's great. People, if you can, get a van.
And I like that. If you can, get a van.
Yeah.
And the thing is as well, in the van, the way they're made these days, they're all super economical and what have you. If you really want to, you can just sit in the van, close the windows, put the aircon on.
Yeah. Deli.
Yeah, because they come with like a separate battery. You get like a leisure battery.
But I don't think we ever made it work, to be honest. You remember that we had some issues with the freezer and then the shower and then like everything collapsed like by Saturday. But it was fine because at least we got like 4 good days.
Yeah, but I think that was the first year that we didn't work it out. We didn't realise that the battery that runs the fridge and there's a shower. We had a shower in the camper had a shower.
Yeah.
The battery that runs all of that is a completely separate battery to the battery that starts the engine. So I was worried that we were going to run the battery down and then need to jump start it to leave. Yeah, that was silly. And even at night as well, you can put the heating on if it gets cold, and the heating burns the fuel from the fuel tank, but it burns it through a different direction.
Oh God, this is getting too technical. Okay, whatever.
Am I losing people?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever. But yeah, so that was 2017.
And sleeping in the roof. Like you get up into the roof.
The breeze in the morning.
We were getting down from the roof in the morning, getting down from the roof. Imagine this, getting down from the roof, getting a frying pan, cooking some eggs, boiling some water, have some coffee out the cafetiere.
Deli.
You know, some...
Just pray for not having like really loud kids next to you. But you most certainly will have, because that's the whole point of the vans, for families. But I'd rather have noisy kids than noisy drunk people next to my tent.
Well, are we allowed to say who we had next to us? Because he was a famous person.
Was he?
Yeah.
A famous person? Who?
The guy from Homes Under the Hammer.
Ah, but he wasn't in the campsite, was he?
Yeah, he was next to us.
Ah, okay.
He was in the van next to us.
Oh my God, he was so stoned.
You're not allowed to...
Sorry. But yeah, he was there alone by himself.
Yeah.
We saw him like in the festival.
And then
Oh.
Well, he was at the Stone Circle and he was...
Talking to the stones.
He was talking to the stones. Yeah.
And you know what? Good for him.
Yeah.
He was having fun.
He was definitely having fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get sued. We haven't even mentioned his name.
No, we can beep the name out.
We could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he kept talking with his hands, like making box shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember him like looking very close at the stone and just talking. And I was thinking, is either the ants or just the stone, He's having a deep conversation with either of them. Yeah.
It's probably, if you go back to that, there's probably stuff in the crappy newspapers and gossip columns about him and what he was doing at Glastonbury.
I'm not gonna go back.
He wasn't doing anything more than what everyone else was
exactly.
doing, really.
Don't be so, yeah. Anyway. So, going back
You're not allowed to say so.
Sorry.
That's one of my banned words.
Sorry.
I listened back to episode 1 and there's 2 words, so and actually.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe how many so's I edited out in post-production.
And my things are, yeah.
Yeah, and your tongue clicks.
And but I can't, okay, we're gonna.
I had to go and edit out every.
It's like.
I had to go and edit out every individual tongue click, and there's probably some.
Here we go
through.
for like a few more.
Do you do? Was that what it was?
It's like. I don't know, something. Anyway, so.
Yeah, you just said so.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Anyway, you know what? So another little disclosure here.
Oh God.
Yeah. Thank God for this podcast, because I have found out that actually I'm a really happy person. And guess who's the grumpy one in this relationship?
What? Who?
Yeah, who? Who could be?
I'm not grumpy.
You're always so grumpy.
I'm not grumpy.
You have made me believe that my Latin American personality is like I'm always angry and grumpy.
It's probably more like, when they say the camera puts on 2 pounds or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Then,
you have 2 kilograms of grumpiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. To tones down.
Yeah.
On personality and
I'm sure there's some sort of AI plugin that I can use to take out the grumpiness in post-production.
No, it's too heavy. But it's fine. We need balance, What's this life if not balance?
Yeah. And now you're telling me about being grumpy on Glastonbury Day when we're not going.
No, but today is allowed.
I felt dark.
Yeah.
I felt really dark this morning.
Me too.
I think I was in denial.
I was not in denial. I was so fucking depressed.
I was in denial all the way up to
it's
today.
like, why? Why us? How did it happen to us?
Well, that sounds a bit entitled.
Yeah, so what?
Okay. Yeah.
But see, so
let's talk about the first year that you went then, because I remember that photo of you with the rucksack when we actually finally got to Pennard Hill.
God.
And we came in through, basically we went in through one gate and camped pretty much as far as we could possibly get from the gate that we entered in.
Yeah.
And I think it was a mixture of naivety and rage.
Yeah, and I was
what a weird combination.
A very weird combination. Also, like, we had just started dating.
Yeah.
And I think we had been together for 6 months or something. So very, very recent, kind of like first stage of the relationship. Very in love, very, trying to be the best person. And I was so excited. I think you explained to me what Glastonbury was.
By the way, for reference, so I've been going to Glastonbury since the early 90s.
Yeah.
So that was why. So I was like, look, you have to come to Glastonbury.
And because of course, you had already like the tickets.
Yeah, I already got the ticket. Well, we'd already done the first round of tickets, me and my friends, the usual crew. And I said to you, I remember actually we were in TGI Fridays in Guildford.
Oh, really?
Thank you for remembering.
Yeah, sorry.
I said, I almost got down on one knee.
That's how important it was.
Yeah, I said, will you go to Glastonbury with me?
Oh, and I was like, oh my God, I would be honored.
It was a big thing.
No, I know. Now I know. You know what? If I was you, I would have never invited you.
Great.
I would be like, nah, I'm going with my friends. Sorry, we booked these like 6 months ago. I'm really sorry.
Yeah. And my plan was that I was going to get you a ticket in the resale.
Yeah.
I was just hoping it would all come. So I said, like, will you go to Glastonbury with me? And you went, yeah, all right.
All right.
Yeah, all right. What is it?
Exactly. But I researched a lot. And you told me a lot about it. And I prepared. You got me a rucksack from Good Adam.
Adam, big ads.
Yay.
Big shout out to Big Ads. Camp Commandant.
The commandant.
Camp Commandant. He was the Camp Commandant.
Yeah, he was so good. I actually missed him the last 2 times, right? Because he wasn't there.
Big, long legs.
Or was he there in 2023? Yeah, he was there in 2023.
Well done for walking the whole length and breadth of
Jesus
Glastonbury,
Christ.
Adam.
We're going to get to that point.
Are we going to get to that?
Yeah, hopefully.
I want to talk about the time he brought his 2 friends.
Oh, God, yeah.
Him and Rachel. Shout out to Rachel as well. I remember, I think you went back to the camper van and Adam was like, I'm going to show my friends around. I'm going to give them a quick tour of Glastonbury.
No, I was there because I remember Rachel telling me, oh my God, I'm so tired. Adam just is never stopping.
I remember we were in the bar, we stopped in a bar somewhere and it was like, can we just stop and have a drink? And Adam was like, but I need to show you the Glastonbury sign. And then walked off that way. And then and then he was
just
like,
walked so much.
And then he was like, from the Glastonbury sign, I need to show you the stone circles. And now let's just do a quick tour over to, I don't know, the acoustic stage.
You know what? Like, the funny thing is, like, you will end up walking kilometers and kilometers there. So naturally, you will have to walk probably 20 kilometers a day. Yeah. That's
By the way,
normal.
Not having a go at you, Adam.
No. Of course not. But that
was definitely a lot of walking.
His thing.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
And then with Adam, you multiply that by, I don't know, by 2 at least, because he just goes around the place.
But that's what I'm saying. He's got longer legs.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, probably.
So he's taking less steps. Think about it.
And he has ants in his pants. He's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we miss him. Yeah. Anyway, so.
Oh yeah, we were talking about your first Glastonbury.
I think
so you did some research.
Yes, and I was so excited. I was just so happy to go there, and I think all in all, it was a good experience. Who did we see that year?
Oh my God, the first year. I made some notes. Hang on.
What? Yeah. Well, okay. Make some more noise.
So when we were planning this, I did. So last episode, it was about the sound reflections.
Yeah.
This one, when we did the first Glastonbury one that got or didn't get saved, I did like a top 5 tips for surviving Glastonbury.
And that was so
sort of thing. And then I was like, okay. And then I thought also, so I need to go in. I need to look at each year that we were there. Look at the playlists.
Overthinking as usual.
What are they called? Not playlists.
The timeline? No. What is it?
Not schedule.
No. Fuck. Forgot.
Anyway, what it is, the thing with the poster that shows you who's playing when. I thought, I'd have to go on it because, let's be honest, I have no idea. I can't remember who we saw when.
Yeah, no, that's something that is going to happen to everyone. You just forget what you did. And it's like every day just becomes like blurry and you are just confused. And even though I've been there for 4 times, I still cannot get my head around the stages and to move around. I always need someone with me. Actually, I think I've never been by myself.
You should. One of the things that I think is really good about Glastonbury is that you can just go for a walk.
No, James,
by yourself.
It's really bad because I will end up in fucking downtown, in Glastonbury downtown,
Downtown? You mean the southeast corner?
No, in the downtown, in the city. I would just leave the festival.
Shout out to Lee and Lizzie and Lizzie's parents.
Because they did something similar.
John and Nancy. Because John and Nancy, what year was that? I can't remember.
2023.
They ended up walking out of the festival. And that probably nearly did end up in... Although I wouldn't call Glastonbury downtown Glastonbury. But
no, but that could happen to me so easily.
They did do that.
But so that's why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it.
I like it. I like doing it. And it's like... Because you like to go and chill back in home in the camper van or whatever. And that time when you got sunstroke
Oh God.
and you like
I've got it twice.
nearly died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was lovely because I went out.
Without me.
I had a little walk, went around the green fields, saw a couple of gigs. I saw Celeste.
Yeah,
and I was like, even before we went there, I was like, I think it was a couple of years before she'd released that song Lately.
Yeah,
like,
it's really good.
I was like, she's
really
awesome.
Good. Yeah.
And then just walked into this tent and there she was.
Yeah.
There was like 10 people in there.
Wow.
I think she's on one of the main stages this year.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw her.
So you just find little gems.
Mm.
You just find these little gems when you wander around, walk into tents. I mean, yeah, we have these things. We call them non-negotiables, don't we?
Yeah.
If you're going to go as a couple or a group of friends, just sit down beforehand, plan it, and just say, look, these are my non-negotiables, and it's okay to split up. If someone really wants to go and see one band,
just go.
Someone else goes, just go both. Just split up and go and see them.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, so I found my notes. So I went into it and I thought, I'm going to write copious notes and then we can go really deep into this. I've just looked at my notes. They're not very good notes.
No.
I can't believe I can't remember this, though. 2017 was Foo Fighters.
Yeah, of course. It was amazing.
Wow, what a guy.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl. Man.
He's great.
They know how to play.
Was it the year that we saw The Killers as well?
Next on my list.
Oh yeah, that was
in
amazing.
fact, I don't know. I mean, Foo Fighters was incredible.
No,
on the pyramid stage, but
both
Killers.
God.
We so this is another one of my top tips.
Mm-hmm.
If you see on the schedule TBA, just get down there 2 hours in advance.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Always, like, if it is a non-negotiable, get there well in advance. You are not going to get to one stage from the other in 15 minutes.
No.
It's never going to happen. The crowds are crazy. You have no idea. Just plan ahead.
Yeah. And usually most of your non-negotiables are going to be the same band anyway.
Probably.
But I would say if you've got like 3 non-negotiables and one starts as soon as the other one finishes, you're not going to make it from one to the other.
Yeah.
So you've got to choose one. And that's why I genuinely, I think a 2-hour rule is pretty good.
Yeah.
It gives you plenty of space.
Yeah, and you're gonna get a good place.
Yeah. So we saw a TBA in what was then called the John Peel stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's now called Woodsies.
Yeah.
I said 2 hours beforehand, let's just get down there. Pretty much the way social media works now, everyone knew kind of several weeks beforehand that it was probably going to be the Killers.
And I was over the moon.
Yeah, but most people thought, it's the TBA is going to be the Killers. They're on at 5:45. Let's get down there for about just after 5 and we'll be fine.
No.
Yeah. We got down there well early, so we got to see King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, followed by Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. Mm-hmm. Both were really good, and that's another thing. You get to see bands that you wouldn't normally have gone to see. Yeah. And Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes were brilliant. The only problem was he was trying to create a massive, one of the things that he does is he creates a massive slam pit at the front of the stage. And we're talking like, if you look at the videos of him playing and everything, big. He was trying to get everyone to move back and no one was moving back because everyone wanted to be there on the front because they knew the Killers were on afterwards.
Yeah, of course. Like, I've been here for 2 hours now.
Yeah. So yeah, if you see a TBA, get there super early. Just get there super early and get in. And it was magnificent.
It was.
Really was. Yeah. Really pleased that we did it. That must have been a highlight for you. I know you.
No, absolutely. Because I adore the Killers. Yeah. And for me, it was like the highlight. But I think that was on a Friday, wasn't it? On a Friday or Thursday.
Don't ask me what day
because
it was.
we saw Foo Fighters on a Saturday.
I can't remember.
But yeah, I think, those two were like my absolute. What you know what? I love Fatboy Slim. He's amazing.
He's always at Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Fatboy Slim's always there. Orbital's always there. Just always, if you can see it, go and see these guys.
Yeah.
Definitely. Fatboy Slim is just like brilliant.
I think the Glade is one of my favorite stages.
Glade's
and
good.
The Park as well. They always have good stuff.
Glade, the Park. In the Park, there was, I can't remember the name of the tent. a small tent, and we just wandered in there, and it was a bit hot in there actually.
Yeah.
Tom Walker.
Yeah.
Acoustic set.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2017.
Mm.
Amazing.
That was
really
great.
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just different. I mean, I have this saying, don't I, that all live music is good music, and I think that's true.
But no, because remember that we went, I think we went to the same tent probably 2 or 3, probably in 2023 to see, oh God, I forgot the name.
Was it a girl band?
Christine and the Queens, I think.
I love Christine and the Queens.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't Christine and the Queens.
Was it? So
no,
Wet
it was
Leg
last dinner party.
Last dinner party. We went there, and
it was
like
so hot though, wasn't
what
it?
happened there? Like we couldn't connect, or I don't know what happened.
I think we were just really hot.
We left after 3 songs.
I can't remember what they're famous. They had one song that was really famous that everyone liked.
I think like half the crowd left.
I think we got them confused with Wet Leg.
I don't know, some like a band like that. I really want to see them, and then I was like,
Well, they were getting rave reviews, and it was like, oh, cool, let's go wander in and see them.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's the extent of my notes from 2017.
Good.
Tom Walker, Foo Fighters, Killers, and then Glastonbury really is about, yes, you've got the pyramid stage and all that stuff, but I think most of the things that we can't remember about Glastonbury happen after midnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can't even talk about it because we can't remember any of it.
But it was amazing. It's just amazing to walk back to your tent or the van at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and hear the birds and think, what an amazing night I just had.
Yeah.
That feeling is just, I don't have any comparison. I'm so
I know.
I'm so sad.
I know. 2019. Yeah, I tried.
Wait a second. Just you are skipping one really important part of my first time.
Oh my God, we haven't even. So
Sorry.
your first. We're supposed to be talking about your first Glastonbury.
No, it's not only about my first Glastonbury, but just like little things. Because like last episode, I was oversharing about my thing with the toilets.
Toilets.
And so first year, again, one how do you say, like language confusion? Because how do I start this? Long drops are so scary. Are so scary and so intimidating that I didn't want to go. I didn't want to use them. So I forced myself to not drink water because I didn't want to pee. But as you now know, I pee a lot. So that's why I hit a stroke, because I wasn't drinking water.
Yeah.
So, but I was telling telling your friends all the time, no, because, I'm not drinking because I don't want to go to the toilet. And I always refer to the toilet. Like I always say to the toilet. And here in Britain, it means like you need to do a poo more than a wee.
It doesn't just mean you need to do it. I think it's when you're at Glastonbury and you're saying, I need to, but I can't. It's like people tend to think that that's what you're talking about.
Your friends thought I really want to do a poo, but I I didn't want to. So like probably half a day.
I thought you'd decided, you know what? I'm not going to do a poo for the whole weekend.
Yeah, imagine that. So like, I don't know, I can't remember. Like,
it's not physically possible.
Yeah. So at the end, I had to go. I had to pee, and everyone was just waiting outside for me and almost like cheering up, like cheering. When I left the long drop.
A little like walk of. A little slow clap.
Yeah, like, hey, you made it and stuff. And then I understood. I was like, no, guys, no.
Fist bumps, high five. No, you don't do high fives just as you come out of the toilet.
No, probably not. At least not on a Saturday. Probably.
Do you remember it then? Which one did you go to?
It was in a crossroad, in a very big one. I can't remember. It was I don't know. Also there is another thing. People don't care, right? Which toilet they use. I do care. I don't like to be exposed. So I never choose one that is right in front of where people just walk. I always go to the ones behind because I just feel like people are gonna see me through the door or things. Yeah.
There's 250,000, maybe 300,000 people there.
I know.
No one cares.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
No one cares.
But yeah, people. So my recommendation is get over it. Just as soon as you get there, just...
What a recommendation. There you go.
Yes.
There's some support and advice and some
Yes.
therapy for you. Just get over it.
Yes. Go for it. Just go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, just do it. The thing I struggle with is I can't help it. This is going to sound terrible, but everyone does it. I can't help it. I have to look down before I
God.
go. I always walk in and I'm like, I think, why did I do that?
I never look down.
Yeah.
It's like I ignore the thing. Like, yeah, it's like a trance.
But I think they are genuinely not as, like, once you've done it, I think they're not as bad as you think.
Yeah.
But the benefit of doing it far outweighs the danger. I don't know what's the word.
Yeah, well,
The benefit far outweighs the risk.
you have
know
to
what I
go,
mean?
so you just go.
It's got to go. You're just not going to enjoy yourself. If you spend all day walking around thinking, God, I really need to go to the toilet,
Yeah.
you're not going to enjoy it.
And actually, like 2023 and 2024 for me were completely different, not only because of the ban, but because I was drinking probably 4 to 5 liters a day. And let me tell you, if I stopped 20 times during the day to pee,
Wow.
it's probably not, the real number.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't give a fuck.
And
Once it is open, it's open.
And look at the difference.
Yeah.
Like the first one that you went to, you got heat stroke and nearly died and had kidney failure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we were going to call an ambulance at one point.
Yeah. I thought so.
You were sat there. I remember we were sat up on the pyramid stage during the day on the Thursday or something like that, or maybe the Friday, sitting on those giant inflatable things.
Yeah.
That, the things where you see people running around in circles trying to fill up this giant inflatable thing.
Yeah.
And you were sitting on that. You refused to wear a hat as
because
well.
they look ridiculous. I still believe that.
I still remember you saying, I'm fucking Mexican, man. I don't need no hat. Don't give me that hat shit, man.
I sound like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what you sound like.
But now I use hats.
Yeah. Now you do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I still hate them, but I know that there are like some benefits.
Wear a hat.
Yeah.
Drink loads of water and just go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Because it's just a different experience.
Yeah.
Completely different experience.
Yeah.
So
but let's move on to
2019.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of 2019 at all.
No, me neither. But didn't we see Foo Fighters again? Somehow we did.
No.
Yeah. Of course. I have seen them twice.
Yeah, that was 2023.
Oh, really?
No, that was 2023.
Okay. I don't remember that.
Let's look up. We're going to get our phones out now. I have to look at
This is
2019. Right,
okay.
pyramid stage.
I remember Elton John.
Stormzy. No, that's 2023.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
No, you need to look at 2019.
Sorry.
Was Stormzy? Didn't
am
see
I?
Stormzy.
Oh.
Didn't see any. Did we see Bastille?
No, I wanted to, but it was
It was Killers.
Clash. Probably. So the Killers. I
Saturday.
missed The Cure because I had heat stroke again.
So that must be when you. Oh no, hang on. You missed.
I missed so many. I missed The Cure and I missed
Royal Blood.
Royal Blood. Yeah.
Yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah, I know.
They were really good.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Vampire Weekend.
Yeah,
Missed them as well.
Mm-mm.
I'm just looking at the other stage.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a list of all the things we didn't see. Chemical Brothers.
We saw them.
Yeah, we've seen them every year. Again, Chemical Brothers are there every year. They're either DJing or playing a live set. Don't remember any of those.
Tudor Cinema Club, we have tried to see them many times.
Again, they're there every year.
It's like...
And I always get Tudor Cinema Club mixed up with...
Bombay. Yeah.
Bombay Bicycle Club. They're
Something
both
like
clubs, completely different clubs.
Yeah.
Christine and the Queens. That was who you said you didn't like. So we must have seen Christine and the Queens. I think Christine and the Queens is brilliant.
No. Yeah, in general, I think. But I think when they were playing there, for some reason, we just didn't connect.
This was the year that Billie Eilish was on the other stage, like at 7:15. I don't think they'd realised how big she was at that point.
Yeah.
Slaves were really good. I enjoyed Slaves.
I don't remember.
Circa Waves, yes.
Don't remember.
No, I don't think we saw any of these on the main stages, though.
No. Shall we move on
I can't
to...
believe Wu-Tang Clan were there. What?
What?
How did I not see Wu-Tang?
Well, I didn't see Snow Patrol. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Was that 2019?
Yeah.
How did we miss all of this?
You
Jeff
tell me.
Goldblum.
But that's the thing, that back then, in 2019, we were still trying to do too much during the day. So,
Yeah.
and the mindset.
I was trying to show you everything as well.
Yeah, and the mindset was like, it's fine if you can just spend 50 minutes in each, then you walk to the next one and you get 50 minutes because it's worth listening to just 1/4 of the gig.
God, on the Saturday, Sean Paul headlining the John Peel stage.
Ooh,
Sean, I can't believe I didn't see Sean Paul.
I'm so bad. Like
The
I'm
Streets.
Sure,
Sunday,
sure
The Streets.
If you play one of those songs, I'll know the song for sure. Interpol. God, I miss Interpol. Yeah.
This is genuinely, this is a list of all the bands that we didn't see that year.
Yeah.
And we were there.
What happened to
I don't
us?
understand.
What happened? What was the highlight of 2019?
All I've got written down is Killers.
God. Yeah, remember what do you remember? I don't know.
Keane were on the acoustic stage, followed by Hawkwind. I would have loved to have seen
Keane?
Hawkwind. Yeah, Keane 2019.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did I miss Kin?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know what we were doing.
Oh, God.
Did we see any bands at all in 2019?
I have no idea.
I'm going deep now. I'm going right down the list into like the smaller stages now.
Okay, no, let's move on. Because this is just sad now.
More Chiba.
What?
More Chiba. Reef. Remember Reef?
No.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Wow. I have no idea what we were doing. Oh, here we go. This is more like it. I think we probably... This is the Glade. Fatboy Slim. Faithless DJ set. Eat Static. Yeah, we definitely went to Eat Static.
Really?
I remember you were there. Cassette Boy versus DJ Rubbish. Now, come on.
I think I kind of remember that.
Look up Cassette Boy versus DJ Rubbish.
Okay.
Really good. Okay, 2019. Yeah, that was probably... 2019, that was probably one of the years where I remember the least amount of things. Crazy. 2023... We should probably speed up through these because it's just going to be like us listing bands.
Yeah.
2023 was the first time we took the camp van. I think that's
highlight of 2023, and I'm gonna stop there. Luis Capaldi, Pyramid Stage. I think it was Saturday during the day.
I mean, it's a highlight, but it's also a low light.
God,
it's also
no.
It's very emotional, wasn't it?
I was nearly crying that day because
it was very emotional.
He had an episode while singing, and he couldn't sing. Yeah. And the crowd, just the way that they started singing, and they continued singing like for 20 minutes. So he was very emotional. I think he couldn't believe what was happening.
Yeah.
I think probably that was my highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember who else was there.
Yeah. Well, we saw Foo Fighters again.
Oh, okay.
So Foo Fighters are like the new Coldplay, aren't they? When it comes to Glastonbury.
They're amazing. They are amazing.
Like Coldplay are always there.
Yeah.
2024 was Coldplay. I was like a bit grudgingly, like the first time I saw Coldplay at Glastonbury, I think was, oh God, I can't remember what year it was. But then we saw them in 2024 and I still had that kind of niggling feeling of like, it's Coldplay, they're a bit like...
Yeah, I remember you saying like, yeah, okay, if you want to go. And that was my... That and Keen. Luckily, it was the same day.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Turned out to be an incredible day.
Wow. That was, yeah.
Keen were on, sort of late afternoon.
Like at 5 p.m. they started.
And we were sort of halfway down the Pyramid Stage, just chilling out, watching Keen. Brilliant band.
He was
Keane-
amazing.
Keane are so much better than people give them credit for, songwriting-wise.
They are like comfort food for me. They are like comfort music, you know. Like
Really?
they just take me to my younger era. They're amazing. They're like home.
Yeah, I thought they were great. Really good live, really good performance, really good songs, catchy tunes, but also tunes that are very, they're not just pop songs, I think. They have some kind of elements to them that, like some of the chord changes, if you actually listen to the songs and listen to the chord changes.
Now you lost me.
Am I doing my thing again?
Yeah. You are.
Listen to some Keane and then actually notice some of the chord changes.
But yeah, after Keane, who was playing?
The Little Sims.
She was.
Little Sims.
She
with her
was
like decked out from head to toe in Ed Hardy gear.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even like that kind of music, and I was so happy just being
and at
there.
each stage, we were moving closer and closer to the front.
Yeah.
As well. And
it was getting like, you know, more, how do you say crowdy? Is that one of my words? Crowdy and crowdy.
It's getting a bit more crowdy.
Yeah. Yeah. But like to the point where I had a head. The guy in front of me was probably like 5 centimeters away from my nose. It was that
that's
close.
What happens.
Yeah, no, I know. And that's the funny thing about, do not bring your chairs to the pyramid stage, people. You are not going to be able to sit down unless you are there on a gig at 11 a.m. Then, you get your chair and get comfortable and enjoy. Yeah. It's like, that reminds me of 2023, me having a shower. I can't remember what day, probably at around 1 p.m. Me having a shower at the campsite and listening to Sophie Elix Bextor.
Oh, you could hear her coming across.
Yeah, it was
across
amazing.
The airwaves. Yeah.
Sophie Elix Bextor, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can pronounce that.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Little Sims, she was awesome. And then it was Coldplay.
Wow.
And I've got to admit, they were amazing.
They were.
Really were amazing.
And it took us 1 hour, people, 1 hour to walk from like out of the pyramid stage after Coldplay. So that's how bad it was in terms of the crowd there and how much planning you need to do and what in advance you need to get to the place where, you know, your non-negotiables are playing.
Yeah.
So,
But after you've seen the main guys on the pyramid stage, wander off, go find somewhere.
Great.
Go to the levels, go to the southeast corner. I hate the southeast corner, but go down there if you're into that thing. But there is always something going on. And guaranteed at some point between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m., The Egg is performing.
We'll be playing somewhere.
And
you should definitely go and see them.
Go see The Egg.
Yeah.
I'll say no more.
And your favorite, you are forgetting your favorite of all.
Well, I was waiting to get to that.
This is like, okay, go.
Every year.
Yeah.
Lekido, Lord of the Lobsters.
We even have our lobsters.
Take some lobsters, go and see Lekido.
Yes.
Become one of his pinchy friends.
Yeah.
Because Lekido, Lord of the Lobsters is the destination gig.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's usually one of the first gigs. So if you get there, obviously on a Wednesday, someone posted on the Facebook group the other day, is it worth getting there before
it starts, they said.
Before it starts on a Friday?
What? What do you mean?
No, get there on a Wednesday.
It starts on Wednesday.
Get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and see Lekido at 12 o'clock on Wednesday.
Yeah.
At whatever stage he's at. Go see him. Awesome. You won't regret it.
And just go, I don't know, probably go crazy like, who was it? Was it Lee and Lizzie that went to do like a knife or something in the green fields? One of the years.
Oh no, they made a spoon.
Yeah, something like that. Super weird.
Yeah, go do it.
Yeah.
Go make a spoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should, just go for it.
Yeah, I love the green fields.
Yeah.
I love the craft fields, the green fields, the healing fields. Oh, well, healing fields. 2016, I went. That was the year that the Foo Fighters were supposed to play, but Florence headlined for them instead. I couldn't see Florence. I love Florence and the Machine. Didn't get to see her.
Why?
I fucked my feet up.
I
was wearing another big mistake. For some reason, I was wearing Converse that year. Walking around, the amount of mileage that you do on your feet, my feet just fell apart. Went to the first aid tent, got some bandages and stuff put on them. And it was so bad, I just couldn't go and see her. Then the very next day, I hobbled round the healing fields, going from door to door. Oh, can you heal my feet? Can you do anything with my feet?
Hoping to find the shaman of Glastonbury.
Well, the shaman is the thing, right? So they were all like, everyone was like, oh no, we don't deal with physical ailments. We only deal with spiritual ailments. Yeah.
Right.
Healing. What kind of healing is this? So I sat there on the entrance to the healing fields, and then Florence was there.
And?
She just walked towards me.
Uh-huh.
I waved at her. Mm-hmm. She said hi. I said, oh, really sorry, I didn't get to see you last night.
And she was like, oh my God, I missed you.
No, she said, oh no, I'm sorry about that. How come? I said, well, I really hurt my feet. She said, oh, hang on a second. She got down on her knees. And she placed
your feet.
No, she placed her hands. She placed her hands on my feet and she said,
this is the hippiest story ever.
She said, let me just give you some good vibes on those feet.
Let me give you some energy.
Yeah.
What the fuck was she doing there? She was doing something
I don't know.
Really heavy, because she really thought that she could cure you.
But then after that, my feet felt great.
Yeah, the good vibes. It's always the good vibes.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's my Florence story. There's nothing more to it. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
How many stories, how many things that we're going to miss this year? So today is Wednesday. It just started. So we are just going to get sadder and sadder and more miserable every day.
And sadder. And what were we doing today? I was handing out paving slabs.
Yeah. Oh, God. So we have to talk about this next week. So two major things happened today.
Oh, God. Are you talking about Dashi's moonlighting?
Secret life. Yeah. So two things.
Sorry.
We went out for this wine tasting thing. That was quite funny. People just tell me why. Why did we leave that store with 3 boxes of wine?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, okay.
To clarify, when you say boxes, we don't mean like the wine boxes, the ones with the pull-out tap.
No. Like 6 bottles in each box.
Yeah, they're called cases.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Semantics. Or not. Anyway, so we came back home and suddenly there were so many neighbors out walking around and saying hello.
That's because I'd put the word out on Facebook as well though earlier on in the day.
Because that's another thing for another episode, the patio.
Ooh.
The patio and the what are they called? Tiles?
Great way to make friends. Put something on Facebook for free and say, DM me.
Yeah, and they are gonna come talk to you. But yeah, funny thing. So one of those neighbors told me part of Dashi's secret life. Dashi's our cat, by the way.
Yeah, Dashington.
Yeah. Dashington cat.
Dashington lady doll.
But he's a guy, a dude.
He's a cat, but he's also a dude.
Yeah.
He's a bit, I don't know what it is about him, but he's not, I guess everyone says this about their pets, right? Oh, he's not like other pets.
No, but he's such a cool guy. Yeah. Such a cool guy. So everyone knows him where we live. He
got a few mentions in the
on the Facebook,
the local Facebook group chat.
And now they have told us a little bit more about him that we had no idea about. And it was so funny to learn. And, I told him after my conversation with those neighbors, and he was like, what? No, I don't know. What? No.
He's been busted, basically.
Exactly.
He has been busted.
And he was
massively
acting like
busted.
nothing happened. Like, no, they lied to you.
Yeah. Yeah, so he got busted. You said there were two things.
Yeah, the wine tasting and Dashi's secret life.
The wine tasting and Dashi's secret life.
And we have been talking for the last, 60 minutes about Glastonbury and how sad we are and how much we think or we hope something is going to go wrong for the people there.
Doesn't look like it's going to rain.
No.
Looks like you're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
So enjoy yourself, guys. It'll be good.
Because if you don't, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, no, look, 2016 was really muddy as well, I think. I think it was 2016. Maybe
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You've never done a muddy one?
No, only very, very, very hot ones.
Yeah.
I have had a little bit of rain, but just like the 20 minutes. Yeah.
No, the muddy ones are just as much fun, honestly.
No, thank you.
Okay.